Aftermath of Slavery, Part 14, Territorial Jurisdiction.
So, another very underrated and under-discussed topic is territorial jurisdiction. And believe it or not, even though you may not have heard about this type of jurisdiction, it is actually more powerful than even personal jurisdiction or even subject matter jurisdiction. So let's take a look at what exactly is territorial jurisdiction. According to the legal definition under the Cornell Law School, it states that territorial jurisdiction is the court's power to bind the parties to the action. This law determines the scope of federal and state court power. The state court territorial jurisdiction is determined by the Due Process Clause of the Constitution's 14th Amendment, and the federal court territorial jurisdiction is determined by the Due Process Clause of the Constitution's 5th Amendment. Furthermore, Rule 4 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure and its amendments clarifies how the question of territorial jurisdiction should be answered in federal court. Case law decisions relevant to questions of territorial jurisdiction includes Ahrens versus Clark, 335 U.S. 188. So why should you even care about territorial jurisdiction? Well, just like subject matter jurisdiction and also the other types of jurisdiction, territorial jurisdiction actually paves the way for your own benefit of a case. If the state and or the court does not have territorial jurisdiction, then the case cannot proceed. It has to be dismissed for lack of jurisdictional standing. So this is very, very, very important. You can literally get your case dismissed before it even gets started. So here's a gold nugget. The first thing you need to do is find out the actual legal definition of the borders of your local territory. For example, if you live in New York, you look in the New York statutes and codes for the borders that encompass what is registered to the state of New York. If there is nothing registered, then there is no territorial jurisdiction. It is in your best interest at that point to quote the actual state law and also any supporting cases that you have and show that a state or a moving party does not have territorial jurisdiction in order to proceed with the case. And the case, in that case, will need to be thrown out.